Today we'll be taking a journey through time to explore how life on Earth evolved, from its origin to its spread throughout the landscape, and finally to our modern day effects on the ecosystems around us. Our journey through time begins over 3.5 billion years ago, while life first appeared on Earth. Early life was simple, single-celled organisms divided into three types: bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. Bacteria play important ecological roles, like cycling elements such as carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, and iron. They also perform photosynthesis, which we'll talk more about in a minute. Archaea, including eukarya and tac, have different membranes than bacteria and similar transcription and translation to eukaryotes. Eukaryotes have large cells with membrane-bound organelles, including the nucleus, mitochondria, and the endomembrane system, which includes the endoplasmic reticulum, the Golgi apparatus, and secretory vesicles. All complex multicellular organisms today are eukaryotic. Among these early organisms, one evolved to change Earth's atmosphere forever: cyanobacteria. Earth's atmosphere used to have no oxygen. Life existed, but it was very simple. At some point, these cyanobacteria evolved the ability to perform oxygenic photosynthesis, using sunlight to produce sugar and releasing oxygen into the atmosphere. As cyanobacteria multiplied, the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere accumulated hugely, and this increase in oxygen, known as the oxygen revolution, drastically changed Earth's environment and allowed aerobic or oxygen-breathing life forms to evolve, like animals, humans, and the diverse plant life that covers the Earth. With the new oxygenic environment, life soon expanded from water to land. The first plants were bryophytes, like mosses, which evolved a waxy cuticle or waterproof coating that kept water from evaporating. Next, seedless vascular plants evolved to have a vascular system, which includes structures like roots, shoots, and leaves that carry water, minerals, and sugars throughout the plant to where they need to go. The next evolved traits were pollen and seeds, which are shared by both gymnosperms and angiosperms. Pollen carries male gametes through the air to seeds, which contain the female gametes. And finally, angiosperms, which are the most dominant group of plants today, are distinct due to their flowers, which can create partnerships with pollinators to help boost reproduction.
Early plants had a dominant gametophyte stage, meaning the main plant body was haploid with one set of chromosomes and produced sperm and eggs directly. These plants didn't have pollen to carry sperm, and instead needed water for sperm to swim to the egg directly, limiting them to wet environments. Gymnosperms and angiosperms evolved a dominant sporophyte stage, meaning the main plant body was diploid with two sets of chromosomes, which was stronger and more adapted to land. They also developed pollen, which carries sperm without needing water, and seeds, which protect and nourish embryos. All of these changes allowed plants to spread more widely across dry terrestrial environments. Today, plants still dominate the Earth's landscape, but that begs the question, why is the world still green? Why don't animals just eat all the plants? The green world hypothesis explains that predators actually play a crucial role in this, as they prey on herbivores, which prevents them from overeating plants. For example, sea otters consume sea urchins, which prevents the sea urchins from consuming all the kelp. If sea otters were removed from the ecosystem, urchins would become overabundant and consume all the kelp, causing major issues for other species that also rely on the kelp. This top-down control, where top consumers like carnivores affect the entire food web, creates trophic cascades. Similar cascades happen in ecosystems around the world and indicate that things that affect just one species can have rippling effects on entire ecosystems. This brings us to our last point. Due to the increase in greenhouse gases like CO2 in the atmosphere, Earth's temperature is warming. This climate change has several negative effects on different species. For instance, phenotypic mismatch can occur when previously advantageous traits become maladaptive due to environmental change, and phenological mismatch happens when the timing of phases in a life cycle becomes maladaptive. This has happened to snowshoe hares. They used to turn brown just in time for summer, but due to summer getting longer, they end up still being white when snow melts, and thus stick out way more to predators. These changes can lead to range contraction, or a shrinking of the area that a population inhabits, causing animals to leave ecosystems they previously inhabited and be introduced to a new ecosystem not prepared for them. These effects may not seem too dire, but as we talked about before, changes affecting one species in an ecosystem can have huge impacts throughout the food web, putting Earth's incredible biodiversity, which evolved over billions of years, at risk. Our journey through time shows how life adapted and evolved through Earth's changing landscapes. Today, understanding this history reminds us that protecting life's future depends on the choices we make now.